feel the same. We love what we hate. We lie, we know. We can't water what doesn't grow. Give up, let it go. But we fell apart just in time. You say at least it was worth the try. At least it was worth the try.
Teachers are expected to be equipped with knowledge and skills in dealing with diverse students. So to answer the question, how can a teacher effectively communicate in a multicultural classroom? Let us first understand the key terms in this question. First, we have the multicultural classroom. So typically, it contains students of different cultures, ethnicities, and religious ideologies. And the second term is we have the effective communication. So when can we say that there is an effective communication? So it is said that communication is effective when all the parties, the sender and the receiver in the communication, assign similar meanings to the message and listen carefully to what all have been said and make the sender feel heard and understood. So upon understanding the question, we come up with some ways and strategies on how can be a teacher communicate effectively in this type of classroom. So here it goes.
Observe your students closely and value your real-life experience of diversity over the textbook version. According to David Kolb, learning is the process whereby knowledge is created through the transformation of experience. Kolb's experimental learning style theory is typically represented by a four-stage learning cycle in which the learner touches all the bases from concrete experience, reflective observation of the new experience, abstract conceptualization, and then lastly is the active experimentation. In other words, multicultural education cannot be taught in a textbook. It must be developed by each educator based on a particular student group. Next, learn your students' learning styles. Teachers can help students discover their academic strengths by helping them discover their own learning style. In this way, students discover what method of comprehension works best for them based on their own backgrounds and personalities. If educators make this learning style quest a class project, an inherent lesson in multiculturalism is taught. The four learning style is the visual learning, where the visual learners in your classroom like to see and observe the things that they are learning about. The auditory learning, learn best on listening and relating information to sound. And then the reading and writing learners. And lastly is the kinesthetic learning, or they learn by experiencing or by doing.
Create a safe and supportive environment. By creating a safe and supportive environment, students feel more comfortable to open up and express their thoughts and ideas. Having an open door policy and allowing students to pop in and talk about anything that may occur is a great way to promote a good communication. Listening proactively lets students know that their point of views or perspective are being valued and is heard. This enables them to express more and to create a sense of pride of their own ideas and experiences. Sometimes, just lending an ear can be extremely useful in promoting a supportive and caring environment. Encourage your students to be proud of their heritage. Educators should look for ways to emphasize the difference between students in a positive light. This might mean writing essays on a family background or partnering with other students to help each other develop projects that accent the culture of the other. This can include prompts that look back on family history for generations, or could ask students to look for their current family setup.
Identify their strengths and weaknesses. It is the responsibility of an effective multicultural teacher to identify the strengths and weaknesses of their students. As a teacher, this is important because you would know where to help your students eliminate their weaknesses and to improve their strengths. Through this, the teacher-student relationship would be good and both would be comfortable.
In light with this information, it highly focuses on bringing together students from all backgrounds and promoting collaborative learning. It helps teachers interact with students from different cultures that accelerate the professional growth of a teacher. A teacher must fully equipped with knowledge and skills in dealing with diverse students. So there are ways on how can a teacher effectively communicate in multicultural classroom. We had observe your students closely and value your real-life experience of diversity over the textbook version. Next, learn your students' learning style. Create a safe and supportive environment. Encourage your students to be proud of their heritage and identify their strengths and weaknesses. When communication is effective, both the students and the teacher can benefit. Communication makes learning easier, helps students achieve goals, increases opportunities for expanded learning, strengthens the connections between student and the teacher, and creates an overall positive experience. Before we end, we leave a quote. Diversity is not about how we differ. Diversity is about embracing one another's uniqueness. By Ola Joseph.